I said that?
Why?
Because the only thing you're going to get out of Egypt is 42 laws of my heart, which are confessions. They're not laws.
They're confessions, but if you live
They're
by
not
them
laws. There's only
blessed.
42, and a lot of them repeat themselves, my brother.
Yeah. So what about the Bible? No, I'm not talking foolishness, because at the end of the day, you tell me, say the Lord in the Old Testament, in the book of Psalms, and I ask you a question. I say, is the laws in the book of Psalms the same laws of the Lord of the New Testament?
Yes, they are implemented.
So how is it connected that a man that was born, that we can't even confirm whether he was really born of a virgin, is going to say that...
Who said he was born of a virgin?
What's it now saying in the Bible?
Does it say in there? But you don't believe in the Bible.
Hold on. You don't know the Bible. You don't know the Bible. This is what This is good.
No, it's him that is being aggressive now. That's one thing, the spirit. If you have the spirit of truth, if you have the spirit of truth within you, you're not going to use the words of say shut up and all them things there, because your spirit is not clean. It's an unclean spirit you're exhibiting.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with shut up?
No, it's an unclean spirit when we are having a discussion. You can't tell a big man, oh, you're telling us to shut up. You see now, that's the arrogant spirit we're talking about in the Bible.
No, the fact is
that's the spirit exhibiting itself.
Listen, I read something to you, right? I said to you, hold on. I read something to you. I read something to you, right? I said, it says, a good understanding of all they that do the commandments. Do you keep God's commandments? You said you read the Bible. Do you keep God's commandments?
I keep the commandments of nature, and that is the natural
that's
commandment.
Why you don't understand the Bible.
And I understand.
You don't understand the Bible.
I'm not going to be arrogant. I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to insult the next man.
That's why you
I
don't
would
understand the
respect.
Bible.
Because respect is the foundation of most things in life. When you communicate, yes, man,
and where
respect.
do you get that from? Where do you get that from?
From my personal experience in this life. Yes,
and that's why, because you're leaning on your own understanding.
I'm not leaning on my own understanding.
You are leaning on your own understanding.
How can I lean on my own understanding?
You believe in the power. Yeah, the brother.
I know there's a force, and it's directing me, and according to that.
How? How does the guy direct you?
It's going to direct me by showing me things in the life from my own personal. Yes, man.
From your own personal experience. So
yeah,
how do you know what you believe in is right?
I don't believe I know.
How do you know what you think you know is right?
From my personal experience, I've already answered you 3 times already.
So you got no foundation.
I have a foundation, because you are now being arrogant by telling the man them to shut up and think when you're holding your scripture in your hand. Now he says, so not. It's not foolishness.
It's foolishness.
Wisdom doesn't dwell, brother. Like I said, I still say you're the elder among them, and you have a little wisdom like this. Wisdom doesn't dwell in only one place. Wisdom dwells all over the world, in every civilization, even among the pygmies in Africa. They have wisdom reflects itself. Wisdom reflects itself even among the pagans or whatever it is called, the pygmies in Africa.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves.
That's right.
Which show the works of the law written in their hearts. There, so basically in a nutshell, do you know your hairstyle? Do you know what it represents?
My hairstyle is an ancient hairstyle.
Alright, get Numbers chapter 6. Because what I just read was that the Israelites, they have a law within themselves. And within themselves, they are keeping laws they don't even know their ancestors have told them. That's why I said, you won't find these laws written in the Egyptian Talmud or tablets. Having hair like this is not Egyptian customs, man. So let's read Numbers chapter 6. Yes, I'm really telling you. Numbers chapter 6.
While you're getting that,
please, Baba Kushan, just read this, Baba Kushan.
While you're getting that, listen to this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 23. And it reads, but foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strife. And that's what's happening right now.
Gender strife.
That's right.
And who are the Gentiles?
Numbers chapter 6 verse 5.
This is the book of Numbers chapter 6 and verse 5. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head.
Start at verse 1.
Verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto the Egyptians.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto the people that read the what's it, Quran.
No. Me not know that one.
Speak unto the God of the gods of the forces.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
So the forces that of the Israelites, your force,
So the
innate.
Israelites.
No, one second. Your force that you believe in, that's within you, told you to make your hair like our ancestors did it. Read. I don't want to hear what you're saying, bro. Read.
And say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves.
So you're separated yourself now.
That means holy. Separate themselves to vow a vow
So you're
of a Nazarite.
So to be a holy person and a Nazarite is a town. Yeah.
To separate themselves unto the Lord Yahweh.
Nazarites are a town that separate themselves from Jerusalem because they were keeping themselves together with the Most High.
Was Jerusalem existed during the time of Numbers? You see what I'm saying? You see, you don't want to listen, but you want to
explain something.
You're not explaining.
You know what? We're going to have to stop this because the brother is not going to
That's why I read that scripture.
Let's move on.
And I was expecting.
Leave that one. Let's get back.
Okay, let me
That's
listen.
why I read that scripture about avoid foolish.
You don't want to answer the man them questions. You don't want to answer the man them questions.
Do you know
No,
what I'm
don't
saying?
read anything else. Leave it.
No.
What were you reading?
We're going back to
All right,
what?
good.
No, I think he was going to read it. He didn't read it.
What were you reading?
Sirach.
Sirach.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
was on Torah.
Sirach 21.
And I was
Sirach, the wisdom of Solomon. That's what scriptures were.
Sirach 21. You believe in the scriptures?
No.
You just said you don't believe in it.
Excuse me.
It's a long road, isn't it? You shouldn't even talk to him. Let's get back into this thing.
That's right.
Sirach 21, verse 1. My son, hast thou sinned? Do so no more. That's what we're saying, man. If you're in the midst of wicked, and this is what the Most High would do. Actually, go back to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10. This is a prime example of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10. Because our people are destroyed, man. We're talking about these laws are from Egypt. You don't find the laws of Mahat coming out of Egypt.
Which is the foundation of what you're
There ain't no foundation, my friend, because they repeat themselves. There's only 42. And they're confessions, they're not laws.
This is
No
the
common
book
sense.
of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 10.
And this is what the Most High will do. He will bug you out like people like this. Because this is why sometimes I don't want to entertain these people. Good.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish.
So we said to the brother, do you keep God's commandments? He don't keep God's commandments. So he expect the Most High to reveal things to him and he ain't keeping no laws. Read that again, Bunky.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. Because they receive not the love of the
And
truth.
some people you just can't teach nothing. Yeah, you just can't teach people nothing. It says because they receive not the love of the truth. This brother didn't want to receive the love of the truth.
That they might be saved.
That he might be saved. So what's going to happen? You know?
Verse 11. And for this cause, God, Yahweh power, shall send them strong delusion.
So this guy is deluded. And who's this guy Fleming? Yeah, this guy is deluded.
That they should believe a lie.
Hold on.
Verse 12. That they all might be damned, who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in
So
unrighteousness.
this is what happened if this guy don't change his ways. Yeah, it says they're going to be damned who believe not the truth but had pleasure in unrighteousness. That's what they're doing, man. And this is why we get on our people sometimes, because you just want to be wicked at the end of the day. Yeah? Like the brother was saying, is his own God. Like, how can you say you believe in a power and the way you know what's right is because you do what feels right to you? Yeah, a lot of these people are their own God because the God that they seem to believe in don't give them no instructions or any guidance. And that's what sin does.
And then the truth came out of him in the end and said he's an Egyptian. So this is Ezekiel chapter 30 verse 6. Alright, verse 6. Thus saith Yahweh, they also that uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down.
Because our people love to run to Egypt for help. Like in that day, Egypt ain't gonna save you. Like I said, you know, it's about a lot of people like to say that these laws come from Egypt. There was only 40. You look, you'd only find 42 laws of my heart. And they're confessions, they're not laws. It's a guy saying, I have not done this, I have not done that. And some of them repeats themselves.
But even common sense, right? They used to cut themselves. Yahweh say, they used to line up. Yahweh say, don't line up. They used to wear low, Yahweh say, wear breeches. How is our law the same as, look, common sense, man. Common sense.
Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Yeah, the brother thought it was deep.
And then every what's it called, Egyptian you see, they are bald, man, like skin mold.
Yeah.
Like you can't even see a molecule, bro.
Exactly.
And this guy's got the long, if you can see his hair on the, he had the longest Nazarite locks, man. Man's a.
Right. Sirach 21 and verse 1. My son, hast thou seen? Do so no more, but ask pardon for thy former sins.
That's right, it says ask pardon for thy former sins, because we've been here before. You know, at the end of the day, we have to just come out of the world. That guy, he didn't want to come out of the world. And this is how the Most High would bug you out at the end of the day. Make you think that what you're thinking is right, because he wants to destroy you. Have you still got that? I'm going to read it myself. No, that same scripture. It says, it says, 2 Thessalonians, good. 2 and 11 says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but at present in unrighteousness. This is why you have to fear the Most High, because it will make you think the foolishness that you believe is truth.
Yeah, I feel it. Proverbs 14:12. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is the way of death.
That's right. He thought that he had the right way.
You didn't read that to him when he was here.
That would have gone over his head, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Even this though,
That's what I'm telling you. He wanted to read. I was like, he don't believe in the Bible. What's the point of reading?
but he couldn't.
Can I bring this out in reference to what the guy was saying? So this is Psalms 81. I'm going to start at verse 10. I am the Lord, power, thy God Yahweh, power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
That's right.
Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. So this is proving that we are not the same as the Egyptian, and we are not supposed to cleave unto the Kemet or the Egyptian knowledge.
And their philosophy.
It's proving that.
You know what, they can cleave onto that, man.
They can cleave onto that.
They're going to fall with it.
What's like gave him onto that? I've got a proverb, Proverbs chapter 9 verse 7. He that reproveth a scorner getteth himself shame.
That's right.
And he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee.
That's right.
Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee.
That's right.
All right, let's get back to this thing. Yeah? Sirach 21, verse 1 and 2. Let me read 2 because I read 1.
Yeah.
Flee from sin.
That's right.
As from the face of the serpent. Sirach 21 and 2.
You know,
Flee from sin. As from the face of the serpent.
It's free from sin. Like, our people just run head on into sin, man. Yeah, but it says free from sin, like, as if it's like, who's going to go up to a serpent? You see a snake?
Venomous
Yeah,
serpent.
you know what I'm saying? You're going to run from that.
Oh, funnily enough, the Elamites, they love to play with serpents.
Yeah, but what did it say?
They're weird like
Well,
that.
basically what he means is this.
No, I know.
Sin will destroy you.
Of course.
It's a very dangerous thing to dwell in the midst of sin.
That's right.
That's what he speaks about.
That's right.
That's what it
That's
is.
right. That's why it does say if a snake charmer is bitten by the snake, you're going to pity him.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
No, you're going for the
Yeah,
very
you're going to say you look for that.
Yeah.
Right. Chapter 12, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
That's right.
Any such as come nigh wild beasts.
That's right.
There's someone that goeth for a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity him.
That's right.
Pardon my roadman expression, without the scripture correctly.
So, yeah, man, our people are just destroyed. Man.
For lack of knowledge.
And the thing is, we don't even love knowledge. That's the thing about it, you know? This Egypt, I tell you, this Egypt thing where they made us believe that we've got anything to do with these Hamites, it's really destroying to our people. And they always go back, oh, you got that from Egypt. No, you only hear them say 42 laws. Yeah, and their confessions, not even laws.
Okay, let me prove a point right here now. If we got it from Egypt, how come there's more pyramids in the Americas than there is in Egypt? Explain that.
I was carrying on that. You look got shoot by these guys, man. Let's not worry about him, man. Hey, that's the proof that we're supposed to be holy. That's what happened when you deal with sin on the for long. When you do that, right? When you do it too long, you become a bug out because sin is demon. Sins, it's the demon who works sins. So don't worry about this guy, man. If anything, the most are manifested what not to be. Yeah? Stay away from it.
What not to be.
Yeah. So, I haven't finished that. Surah 21 and 2. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent, for if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. Right? So if you play with sin, it will destroy you, man. If you play with sin, it will destroy you. Don't think that because you're not judged when you sin, you're okay. And it says that, I think it's Sirach 8 and 11. He said that because thou art not judged when you sin, you think that you can get away with it.
Ecclesiasticus 8
and 11, right.
He sentence against an evil work and not execute.
I paraphrase it back to
Yahweh withdraws who he loves. We get punished straight away. But the wicked, they're just storing up.
This is why when Yahushua returns, it's going to be so beautiful. But it doesn't cut all of this nonsense. Like sometimes I've had enough of this foolishness.
It does get to you, for true.
I've had enough of this
Week in,
foolishness,
week out,
man.
you know, Egyptian, it's like, it can
I say this. To me, there's no time. When a brother came, that's why when he was talking, the brother said, do you want to ask a question? I said, no, he's listening to it. He's listening to it. He's been wanting us to talk, right? So now that we paid him big attention and he should have used the fool, this is what we do next time. We read the spirit of people. And we decide whether we should carry on with them or not.
That's right.
Because it's not the time for debate anymore.
That's right.
At this point in the spirit, not you, on you, maybe the most I don't want you to get his truth done. Remember, we got Zechariah 13 and 9 and that 8 that need to be, fulfilled. Some people won't get it. So why waste time on someone that's not supposed to get it?
And first of all, he already admitted he don't believe in this anyway. So when we think about it, we should have just...
And then carry on.
Right, yeah, it's true. No, it's true.
Yeah, that's why I dealt with him the way I
And look what the spirit did. Brother wanted to talk. He wanted to talk. I could come and say, yo, order. All because of this guy. We don't need that, man. That's a spirit. That's a demon. He's a distraction, if anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what sin will do, man.
Yeah.
Sin will do that.
That's right. He's a scoffer.
Prepare, Jude just tells you prepare
Everything I want
yourself.
to finish with the spirit is so. We're not talking.
Adam precept for what you just said.
Yeah, carry on.
All right, so the precept for what brother just said is in Revelation chapter 21, verses. I'll start at verse 10, but it's really verse 11, but I'll start at verse 10. And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. Verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still.
That's right.
And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still.
That's right.
And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
Are you not reading 22? You're reading 22, bro. And then read 21.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Read 21 and 1.
21 and 1.
Well, the guy said, do you believe in the kingdom? Zephaniah 8. Zephaniah. Zechariah. Zephaniah 8 and 8. Yeah, Zephaniah 8 and 8. It talks about a kingdom of Israel and how they're going to be playing, and the children playing, the old people having their walking sticks, and it's going to be a nice vibration. And we know what the kingdom identifies for us in the scriptures, man. We've got 3 tribes over in the west, 3 tribes over in the east, 3 tribes in the north, 3 tribes in the south, so that we all have a border, man. Yeah, read that.
So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
So John saw this because of everything that we've been telling you today, man. Keeping ourselves holy, keeping our oils lit, you know what I mean? Our oils ready and lit, the lights lit.
And there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem.
The new kingdom, man. Like, that's why he says, do you think there's a Jerusalem? Like,
That's right.
Yerushalayim.
Right.
You know what I mean? The city of peace, man.
That's right. New Jerusalem coming down from God, Yahweh power, out of heaven, Hashemayah.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. And that's good that you go. At least if someone is listening to it, like, you
At least
gotta
it
know,
brings
at
some
least
edification.
he knows about it.
And that's going to be on earth, man.
That's right.
And you're going to be alive when you're inhabiting that kingdom.
That's right.
I don't understand why they're talking about this kingdom, this Roman kingdom, and we can have a kingdom. You have to be dead to be in that kingdom. That's wicked, you know.
That's Christianity.
He said, yes, that's the problem.
You have to
He said
die
he's read the Bible.
to get salvation.
But I know people that come up here with the scriptures, they're coming up with that Christian understanding.
He read the book like Harry Potter.
That's right.
From back to front.
Let's not give him no more time. Let's get back to
No,
script.
I mean, like, let's get back into this,
Get
man.
back to script.
All right, I'll read the last verse and then the next one, yeah? The mighty Dawada.
Mighty Dawada.
You're good, yeah?
Shalom.
He doesn't like that. Oh, but I see.
When you say the mighty
I see
one,
he's too humble.
Yeah, you really.
Sirach 21 and 2. Flee from sin as from the face of the serpent. For if thou comest me too near it, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. So that's how I'll read it again. Because
Bring it up. Bring it up.
the teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. Do we understand what he means when he talk about, you know, that one? Sin. You know what sin brings, man? We have to work it, man. Let's stop that, you know, foolishness in Israel about, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, be humble and just keep trying to keep the law. And right now, especially right now, you know, the indignation of Yahweh is coming, man.
That's why
So let us be ready, please. Baba Kusha.
That's why you get
Baba Kusha.
Baba Kusha.
All right?
Sirach 51.
Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac.
That's right.
Sirach 51 and 8. Woe be unto the ungodly men which have forsaken the law of the Most High power, God. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction.
That's right.
And if you be born, you shall be born to a curse. And if you die, a curse shall be your portion.
And that's a lot of our people in Israel today, man. A lot of our people are ungodly. They don't want to seek after righteousness. You know, like, I've said it before, unbelief is going to be one of the biggest killers. Yeah? It's going to be the biggest killers because, oh no, let me put this is John. I brought this out a couple of times. This is John chapter 3. And verse 18 it says, he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. That guy there he's already condemned. If he don't repent and change, he's condemned. It says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light. Yeah, you want to run down to Egypt like Egypt can save you. It says, because their deeds were evil. And that's why they want to go into all other philosophies, because their deeds are evil. It says, verse 36. He that believeth on the Son has everlasting life, and he that believeth not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of the Most High abideth upon him. That's what the brothers got coming, and all of our people that don't want to change. Yeah?
All of us that are in the truth and playing games at
That's
all.
right.
So really, that's what I'm on today. I'm not even on those two-thirds that. This guy is a distraction.
That's right.
I'm on to because these people, the Most High don't want them to get it. So when I was coming to I was meditating on that, and I was like, you know, the two-thirds, right? The Most High didn't want them to get it. That's why they're not getting it. But think about us now that are in the truth. We're supposed to be worried, man. To be honest with you.
I'll bring something out on that as well. This is Ezekiel chapter 20. I'll just read 33 just to give the content. As I live, saith Yahweh power, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out will I rule over you, and I will bring you out from the people and will gather you out of the countries where ye are scattered with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out. So this is those that's been delivered from that destruction. It says, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, saith Yahweh power. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. And here's my point. And this goes into what the brothers are talking about those of us that's in the truth. It says, and I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. So there's still a lot of brothers in this truth that's been rebellious. And the Most High is going to purge you out if you don't come out of that ways, man.
That's what I'm saying, like, for us to avoid that.
Yeah, and there's some ways that brothers might think they're doing something good, man. And then they're not, the most I remember when David brought the Ark of the Covenant into Jerusalem, and then the guy tried to hold on to it and try to catch it. And he thought he was doing a good thing, a good deed for the Ark, you know, for your people. I'm gonna be good now, everyone's gonna see me. So in his heart, it wasn't necessarily something inside. Yahweh was looking and saying, no, you're doing it for what reasons, you know? He thought it was good. Yahweh knows all things, he knows the secret. That's why.
Yeah, I'm holding a precept.
Jacob, carry on.
So this is a precept for what both my brothers were saying just now. So this is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Read that again.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Let's read that again.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject
you
thee.
don't reject it like weekly. Like brothers come out weekly to bring this.
So they say they reject it weekly, yeah?
And I'm going to draw a word there too.
Weekly, man. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
like
what he said, weekly, you know.
Right.
You're blocking the camera, my friend.
You know my brother then. I
will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, Yahweh power. I will also forget thy children.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28.
Yeah.
Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and an astonishment of heart.
And why is he doing that? Because you don't want to keep the commandments, man. Yeah, because you don't want to keep the commandments, the Most High is going to jack you up and have you believing that what you're doing is right. Yeah, bring that up, man.
Well, we were talking about
Jeremiah said, let ye belong, running off the Lord.
we're talking about sin in the truth. Let's stay in that. Let's not worry. Everything we want to see that we got one down like it's okay. It's all right. Let's forget about that. Let's stay in that, man. That's how you know that these what we say is serious. Because Yahweh Shai is at the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright? And you got to do so because they're not getting with us. They want to stop others to get through. That's what he's doing. That's his spirit.
Psalms 81
this.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So like
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, and verse 13. And it reads, It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, verse 13. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people.
That's right. So set your house in order and reprove your people. So this is what we do when we come out here, innit? Try and reprove our people so that we can get right with the Most High. Because time's running out. There ain't really no time for foolishness. There ain't no time for foolishness.
Have you noticed that there's a lot of scoffers coming today?
That's right.
That's right.
There's a lot of scoffers coming today. We don't have time for you scoffers, man. You had your time. Now we are working on our salvation so we can be out of here, man. You can stay here. We want to go to the kingdom. We don't have time for your foolishness. So if you're a scoffer, keep it moving. Okay? The road is very long. I ain't got time for you scoffer today. Alright?
They're more worried about the government systems, about the corona masks, and about worrying about what the white man's got in plan. But when the Most High has been giving his word, day in, day out, telling you to prepare, now you're going to be...
Right, so before you carry on, I'm going to say this. We are the Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
That's what we believe in.
That's right.
If you don't believe in it, that's fine.
That's a long road,
but please, do not come and ask silly questions today. We ain't got time for that. Right now, we are edifying our people, those who know that they're Hebrew Israelite, and they want to get into the kingdom. They are fed up with this kingdom. If you like this kingdom, you stay with this kingdom. We want to move forward.
That's right.
Burn with it, man. This is Proverbs 19 and 29. Judgments are prepared for scorners and stripes for the back of fools.
That's right.
That's right.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 12. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands. That means the ones that are scared of coronavirus.
That's right.
The ones that ain't got themselves prepared. And the sinners that goeth two ways.
That's right. That's
Whoa.
that
lukewarm person.
Yeah, undecided.
Don't know if they want to be in God's way
One
or
foot in, 1 foot out.
in the sinner's ways. Woe be, verse 13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
That's right.
Woe unto him.
He says because you believe not, the Most High ain't going to defend you because you ain't trusting in the Most High at the end of the day. Yeah, like we just read in John 3, that those that don't believe they've got the wrath of the Most High waiting on them.
Verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when Yahweh